EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nicole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 53 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
72 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Forced out to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Walker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown! Ken Walker from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the... And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the... Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go. A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago.
48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 5. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have taken it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, and Walker has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 3rd and 4 now. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw is Fields.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields.
Complete to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of
dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Ready, set, green jack. Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. This complete to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
6 yards left on second down. Now it's Fields.
He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones
from 19 yards away.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Wait. Mike 4. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Sticking with Walker on second down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
50 cents. Mike, 50 cents. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.